The first weekend in July. We're going to take a quick look at the trees. Pears are forming nicely. The mildewy stuff is gone. So they're starting to get a pretty decent size. Did notice this one is having a little issue. Not sure how well you can see that in the shadow, but that's poop is what the technical term for it. It means that there's a bug that's got in there, and then the goop comes out the bottom of it, just right there. So, but over, and then you see some spots on some of the fruit here and there. So we'll just have to see. I don't know what exactly it is, but we'll just see how it goes. And then some little leaf damage, but not too bad. So yeah, anyway, it's looking good, forming up well. So now maybe I can go back and thin a little more, do a little touch up, maybe get the time. Cherry tree, cherries are all gone, so the tree is just getting all of its energy, starting it up for next year, making some more fruiting nodes and putting out new growth. So the big thing now is just to kind of watch it and make sure nothing too bad happens to it. Other than that, just let it go. Maybe do a little more trimming. Not sure. Anyhow, cherry is looking good. These sunflowers are crazy. They are about 5.5 feet tall now. It's awesome. Anyway, they're not trees, but they're almost. And the apple tree is really long, and as you can see, some of the parts really wavy and stuff, but it's good. It's waving in the breeze, and it's got a lot of light through it, so not too dense. And so a lot of the apples actually have damage of some sort or the other. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm sure it's some sort of a bug issue, but unfortunately, there's not much you can do now. I have been spraying. I need to spray tonight for the next cycle of the codling moth, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Those leaves over there look pretty hammered, holes in them. Also, they have big clusters because I couldn't reach over there to thin the stuff. But anyway, so the fruit's forming, getting plump. That part's good. But yeah, I don't know. There's, like I said, most every fruit has some sort of a blemish on it, which would mostly be fine. I don't really worry as much about aesthetics, but I just worry that means that there's something inside that's going to make the fruit not edible. So anyway, but yeah, most of them are about this size here. Pretty good at this time of year. And here's one that I just noticed is a perfect example of like why you want to space out your fruit, even though this one is not a spacing issue. But you see the fruit there and how it's resting on the stem or the branch. When you pick it up, I don't know if you can quite see that, but basically the fruit is rubbed on the branch there. So it's kind of shiny there, and there's a little bit of a track there. Now, that's not really going to be a huge problem at this point, but that's why with spacing and when thinning, we try to look at that and evaluate that and not have things do that, because that's going to basically weaken the fruit cell wall there, or outer layer of flesh, which make it easier for bugs and things to get in, or just for it to rot. So generally that's why whenever pruning, we try to make sure there's space between them and try not to pick the one that's closest to the branch. I do that a lot with the peaches, which are our next fruit, because they are very, very sensitive to any branch stuff, because they don't have the hard flesh like an apple. They're very, very soft flesh, and so I try to always keep them as away from the branch, the woody branch, if I can. So anyway, you can see they're there. They're plumping up. When I was looking over them, I did notice something a little concerning. There's a spot there on that one. That one's got some spots. Most of them have some sort of a spot, and some of them have ooze coming out, like the actual, fruit juice stuff coming there. And I don't know what that is. So I'm not sure what that's about. And apparently it's time for maneuvers at Hill Air Force Base. So, oh, excellent! That right there. I'm not sure what those two bugs are. With the red face, huh? I'll have to look into that. All right, so here is the other pear tree. Look good. No major problems. Fruit's getting bigger. That's good. Good. And then the apricot, it's all filled out and stuff. I was excited for the few fruit that I did have to ripen, and then I noticed today I could see them because their color changed, and some bird ate those two and ate that one up there. So I think they ate all the ones that I was thinking I might even be able to try one. So I don't know if I have any apricot that I get to eat this year, because even though it shouldn't be ready for a couple more weeks, the birds have decided to take it. So anyway, that is the fruit trees this week.